I joined Kala Sangam in the 90s. My sister was one of their first employees, I think. And Dr. Geeta would often come to our house, and she realised that I was doing a lot of arts, textiles. I was freelancing with Chol Theatre at the time. So it just sort of fell onto my laps, where I was doing quite a bit of freelance for them initially. Then I got PAYE. I was very lucky enough to have Reshmi as my line manager. So this was at Kala Business Centre. I'm going to say in the 90s, late 90s, and then when we moved to St. Peter's House, I was part of the process of moving there as well. Working with a lot of schools, going into schools, generally, like celebrating Diwali, Holi, different celebrations, going in and doing arts, crafts, textiles with young people, so educating them about the South Asian heritage. Occasionally it'd be women's groups, men's groups. So, sometimes it would be that it was just like a drop-in session and a one-off, but a lot of the time we'd have that space of time to get to build that trust with them young people and do a series of sessions. I got to a stage where I wasn't always running sessions. I were able to manage projects, or a really big project that I ran. I'm going to say it was 2 or 3 years, the BBC Children in Need project, where I was just managing that, and Reshmi were my line manager. So if I came up with any issues or anything, we'd have weekly meetings. It was great because I were able to contract other artists from Bradford to run the sessions. I think one of my favourite memories working with Kala Sangam, because it's been a while since I was there, has to be some of the people. I've mentioned I was blessed to have the best line manager, Reshmi, but we at points we had a really good team. So my fondest memories are making them connections and friends. Like I feel I can still call on if I need support with anything. The projects were always rewarding because we were giving back to the community. So, and I'm still doing that in my role now, when I was at Brave Faith Trust, being at Bradford City Community Foundation. But it's the people that I miss. I think it's been a good 10, maybe a bit more years since I've left Kala Sangam. I went to Brave Faith Trust, working with young people. So still similar sort of stuff, managing projects, but more youth focused, whereas with Kala Sangam it was quite diverse, working with women's groups, men's groups. I do miss the people, but luckily I'm still in touch with quite a few of them.